they would just first pick him no matter what. But the teams who haven't really practiced too much Malzahar, they ban it away anyway, or instead, because they just don't want to deal with the pick.
Fnatic also don't want to deal with the Trundle.
Apparently not.
They banned this one away, and they clearly weren't obviously looking to pick it up in the first time. It didn't get punished in OG's first pick. It looked like it was going to be bad, but there was a lot of swoopy swaps going on in that lane.
Braum is available for Hybrid in case he wants it. He obviously plays a lot of other supports. Karma is available as a potential first pick. Elise, obviously, if you want to go the jungle route. Last game, we had the Trundle first pick. Not going to be the case.
No, definitely not. The Nars banned away, so Fnatic first pick over to them. The Karma is available, and it's going to be locked. This also, yes, frees up the Braum for Hybrid. Is that worth taking in the first rotation? I mean, it's not like it's going to be taken away.
Yeah, I don't think you have to lock at the first rotation here. If you're Origen, I think you take your preferred jungler, and then we look at something like a Sivir. One thing is, when someone picks Karma, you almost have to go Sivir because you don't want to give Sivir Karma over to the enemy team. So I would expect Sivir plus jungle choice for Origen. And in this situation, you pick between Elise, Rex, and Gragas. It literally just depends on preference for you as a jungler. Gragas is the better late game jungler. Elise is the better early game jungler. I am surprised they value Braum this highly because I actually think it's going to be YellowStar playing this Karma. And I want to see Sivir right now from Rekkles. Sivir Karma is such a good combination.
We might see it. The Braum's locked. The Gragas is locked. They've got some tankiness. They've got some disengage on the side of Origen. We'll see if that pays out the dividends they're looking for. And if Rekkles decides to go the super speedy route and take the Sivir on this rotation.
Like, you can Sivir Elise here.
Yeah.
And once again, you have very strong lane setup because Karma, as a first pick, always guarantees you strong lanes because she's good in mid and good in support.
You don't even have to take Elise right now.
Yeah, sure. You don't have to take your jungler. It's more if you want to see what Origen is picking in their rotation, you can take your jungle here to kind of... There are two schools, right? Either you match to see what they didn't pick to try and counter it, or you have a high priority pick that you want to lock in early. So Origen could steal the way. I don't think sOAZ would have stolen away the Rumble specifically. Unless... No.
I mean, this gives Fnatic, though, I really want to talk about like a pretty potent team fight. They can keep positioning really easily, and it's all on Kikis to land those equalizers. Origen, they look very comfortable with xPeke on Ashe last game. They will take that one again. Wouldn't be surprised the Gangplank is the choice, and that's what it is.
I still find it interesting Fnatic value picking Rumble this early. It could mean they have a special jungle pick in mind, and they want to see more of Origen's composition before they lock in the jungle. So, like, if you want to run Lee Sin, you don't have to pick him super early. You can see, okay, right here you have an Ashe who can't really escape an insect.
He doesn't have to escape.
He doesn't have his debate, obviously, but Gangplank is pretty easy as well for Lee Sin to target and kick back. So that could be one of the reasons, like, Spirit really wants to take a specific jungler. Otherwise, I'm a little bit surprised we saw the Rumble that early. It is still, like, Rumble is a strange pick in the current meta because a lot of top laners have CC, and it's very easy to gank a Rumble because the way he punishes you is by pushing. Because he cues you in the face and he pushes the minions, he overextends, you gank him very, very easily. Gangplank doesn't offer that CC if it's Gangplank top lane right here. So it's gonna give an okay lane then for Kikis. Wait, it's gonna be jungle Rumble?
Oh, timer's ticking down. 3 seconds, it's locked. Okay, we got a Rumble in the jungle.
See, that kind of explains why Fnatic picked it this early. Not sure why my brain didn't go there and be like,
I mean, it's been a little while. Wasn't this back in spring we started?
Yeah, and it died out very quickly. Even received a nerf as well.
And the Azir, which, by the way, speaking of dying out, has been seen way less this week. In the changes.
I know it's a lot of physical damage, but you could Varus here if you're Origen, because Fnatic doesn't have a true tank. So even being full physical damage is actually not that bad when the enemy team doesn't have a person who's gonna stack armor. Because Rumble is building AP. Irelia is building Trinity Force into a second damage item 9 out of 10 times. So you could Varus here and play a siege comp if you're Origen, because you have Gangplank ulti, you have Ashe volley, and Varus poke, which is really strong against Azir, and we know PowerOfEvil loves to play it. It's a pick that's kind of disappeared a little bit, also because of a lot of the mid-lane matchups. This is another PowerOfEvil special. He's still hovering it.
And he locked it.
He's doing it. It's the AP.
Oh, AP Kog'Maw.
Yeah, he prides himself by saying he's a
I mean, if you've got one thing that can outrange Azir,
this is a poke
level
comp.
6.
This is a poke comp.
Yeah.
They did it because they wanted AP damage. It is very changed. Very different from back when it used to be meta. One of the big things, the biggest thing honestly about it, is the ulti now does a ton of extra damage when targets are low on HP. Even more the further you get them down. So it's fantastic to clean up fights, but it's much weaker now. when it comes to the initial upfront poke. So getting them low enough for you to then start executing them with ulti. But that's where I guess you can put down Gangplank ulti, Ash Volley, and then you come in with the poke from PowerOfEvil.
Yeah, it's going to be real touch and go for Fnatic in these fights, but they've got a lot of tools, a lot of damage on their side. I mean, these are two comps that are going to butt heads really hard, man. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. As Daylor and Aaron Ash shake hands one more time before going off stage.
So I'm not an expert on Rumble in the jungle by any means anymore, but in my mind, I'm looking at the Gragas early rotation, and that's why Fnatic feel they can take the Rumble, because Gragas cannot pressure you in the early game, like the first few levels, especially like an Elise could have done potentially. So they feel like, okay, you're taking a team fighting jungler. We will also take a team fighting jungler, and we're gonna scale with you in towards mid and late game, and then play team fights with our picks. That seems to be the reason behind Rumble in the jungle, but it could be other reasons.
We'll have to find out. You guys think Fnatic will be able to take this one away? Tie up the series at 1-1, hashtag FNC win, or Origen going to complete that upset. Hashtag OG win, and we'll have that result in a little while because the game is paused.
Yeah, not for now. They're giving us more time to talk
more time
about
to hype this. I mean,
all these
this
new
is.
picks.
I like to say this is all deliberate, so you can talk about AP Kog'Maw more. So go.
It's hard for me to say a whole lot because no one really plays it anymore. PowerOfEvil is one of the only guys who's still doing it in solo.
He's never been confined to the meta.
Definitely not. But back, when it was played, one of the big things about it is, first of all, you don't need like death cap. You don't need to stack a ton of raw AP because your scalings are not great. Magic penetration is actually better. So, like, I mean, your AP scalings are not that great. Penetration is better for you. I am expecting him to go tier still, like tier into something like a Luden's Echo if he wants like an early spike. Otherwise, follow the more like traditional route, like tier into Rylai's.
Yeah.
As he's built, and then he can add in a Haunting Guys.
Well, you get slows down, then you can stack with barrels. I mean, there's definitely a lot of power for Origen to start pecking away targets.
This is much more now of a like sustained poke pick, because you need a lot of poke to land to get targets low enough for your ulti to get the extra damage to finish him off. It's not like burst by any means. It was never really burst, but it is definitely not now, because right now, his ulti, PowerOfEvil's ulti, if the target is under 50% HP, it does 70 extra damage. If it's under 25%, or if it's between 25 and 50, sorry. If it's above 50%, let's start over, reset. If it's above 50% HP, you deal 70 damage. If it's between 25 and 50, you deal 140 damage. And if it's under 25, you deal 210 damage, rank 1. So it's a massive difference the lower the target gets. Which means cleaning up these fights is really good. And also, if you play against poke a lot, when you start getting low enough, you have to respect it and start recalling. You might have to do that even early against him, because already getting the under 50% extra damage suddenly means if you stay 1 second too long, the last spit comes down from the air, and then you die.
All right. YellowStar Rekkles hanging in this brush. We have Australia lanes and hybrid quick Winter's Bite to scout out the cheese. So it'll be in those standard lanes, reversed around here. A little bit of help with Spirit. Kikis is giving to the jungle right now, and sOAZ is actually pulled off a little bit quicker. So they're going to meet each other right there in the bottom lane as things start off. Ocean Drake is the first that we've got, but that's about as normal as this game's going to get, I think. These two compositions are definitely something we didn't expect coming into today.
But I would expect PowerOfEvil to get pushed in early. The first few levels, definitely not the strongest for him. Composition-wise, Fnatic, the 1-4, the standard one we've seen for Troll Mages, Azir and Victor kind of died out already. They've kind of been removed a little bit from the mid lane meta after more nerfs in this patch. Here on 6.14, and also with picks like Kassadin showing up a lot, really good into these control mages. But in this game here, 1-4 setup from Fnatic, they don't have any hard engage, which is another reason why Origen could run this poke comp. And the very risky thing about locking in that Azir as your blind pick for Febiven, because your engage is technically Spirit firing down a Rumble ulti, which is not hard engage by any means. But they're relying on Kikis winning his side lane again against the Gangplank, and they're relying on then the 4-man group of Azir and Sivir being strong enough to push in PowerOfEvil and Origen all the time. Kikis gonna gank. Great
level 3 gank. Oh, Kikis denied. He's gonna have to burn his flash. That's the end of that, though.
Rumble is not really a ganking jungler.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do much until level 6.
He does have some decent damage with his E if he does manage to connect it, but again, no CC.
Counter jungle though.
Yeah, no hard CC coming in for him. Yeah, he's going straight into jungle. It's the same as last game, Pyra. Amazing has a very early gank. He takes one buff and then he ganks.
Spirit
on
power
Gragas.
farms.
And then Spirit is like, alright, I see you on the map with the blue buff, so I know your red buff is up. And then he just power farms. And it's a difference in style. Amazing is very focused on ganking, where Spirit is very focused on power farming, which is where Rumble actually fits in, because it is a farming jungle.
They're going to find each other, actually. Oh, Spirit's on Amazing right now, and he's charbroiling him. Amazing's very low in this, and he has to body slam over that wall. Spirit is going to be able to smite down the big raptor.
So
it's counter jungle on.
Yeah, Spirit stealing everything away from Amazing, but Amazing got a flash in the bottom lane, so if sOAZ is able to farm more in his lane, then it is technically worth it for Origen, because you're trading your own jungle resources for top lane resources.
Down here, we have the same matchup as we saw before, the Gangplank into Aurelia. This time the Gangplank's getting a little bit better, though.
Well, this time around, the Gangplank got an early gank.
Yeah.
So, Amazing was ganking bot lane last time, now he ganks for his top laner instead. Down in the bottom lane, funny enough. But top-wise, again, it is losing matchup from Origen. It is tricky to play Braum into these double range compositions, but Ashe can farm on the tower fairly effectively.
YellowStar still getting the harass going. You can see the CS advantage built up for Rekkles as the Sivir just continues to shove into waves. Hybrid, though, able to help Peke get a little bit of farm back.
And really, we're just waiting now for the next jungle move from Amazing, because nothing is going to happen mid lane specifically. Bot lane, we need Aurelia to go back and get like 1 or 2 components towards Trinity Force before she starts trying to really all in. Gangplank, level 6, obviously the first spike, and then the next one is getting a few of these early items. Spirit is farming, he's farming. He wants a slow early game. He would love for Origen to not do anything for the next 10 minutes and let him farm, and then we're going to mid-game as a Rumble.
Well, if it's anything like last time, that may not be the case.
Yeah, now Amazing is returning to the bottom lane. Returning to the crime scene. There's
no ward
flash
here for Kikis, and no flash, as you said.
And Kikis is very slowly pushing out the wave at the moment. Spirit is here too, because he knows he's top laner. Is very slowly pushing out. Very slowly, very
Amazing reveals himself.
Right,
Spirit's already under tower,
They haven't seen Spirit yet. They didn't see him on the tower.
Now you
now
got
he's
him.
spotted.
Okay.
Now he's spotted.
Nothing doing.
Nope.
Let's go back to the mid lane. It's a little bit rough, and it may just be the case. Shurima shuffle. PowerOfEvil's got to put his walking shoes on. Let's see if he can get away from danger. Flutters away.
PowerOfEvil saving his flash. Very important. Means that Febiven can't just do this again in a few minutes and then suddenly take down PowerOfEvil. But yeah, as we expected, he's struggling in the early game, PowerOfEvil. Kikis, he got level 6, and sOAZ is staying around. Very low on HP. Spirit
right there!
Barbecue time!
Level 5, no equalizer available, but if they want to set up the dive, they might just get it. Spirit's keeping him trapped under tower with the harpoons, and Kikis is just taking his sweet time. Transcendent Blades, 1 and 2 and 3, and that's first blood.
Yeah, Pyro, we're still not fans of this matchup, even if we get an early flash from the Aurelia. Kikis, with help from Spirit, able to pick up a kill. First blood for Fnatic, again onto the Aurelia, great early start. Amazing is trying something now on the top side. Ooh. There is 2 flashes on the side of Fnatic. He's not level 6 either, and they don't have TP now, so if they go for this gank, Kikis can TP in and turn it around, so it can be very risky.
Hybrid's going way forward. He is way low right now. YellowStar, he thinks he's safe in the back. Amazing realizes he's not going to get much done here, so he's actually going to go trade for Gromp.
But Amazing knows he has Gangplank ulti as well as backup. So he feels like there's a little bit more power on the side of Origen, but Hybrid is too low.
And Spirit's here.
And also Kikis, very smart here. Didn't use TP back to try and pressure lane more. No, saved it. He can go top here. Spirit is here too. Ooh, they're setting up a trap.
Oh, Cannon Barrage, they put the exhaust down. And in comes the equalizer. Hybrid's got to flash away. Peke suddenly finds himself without backup, and he's going to get nuked down. Spirit claiming the kill.
This time around here, Spirit are not only reading where Amazing is on the map, he's also able to execute the counter ganks.
And he finds Amazing as well.
Block the body slam.
If he can get out of harm's way, he'll hop, but they just follow him right on over. Quick flash, and Spirit claims another.
We talked about how Gragas cannot put any pressure on Rumble. Spirit has been power farming to level 6. Was bot lane when he needed to be bot lane to save Kikis from a gank, and then pick up a kill on sOAZ, and then he instantly knew, okay, Amazing, you were bot side before, you could do anything, where can you go now? Top lane, follows him up there, counter ganks him, it was a trap, picks up the kill, and Fnatic, massive goal lead. Spirit has been part of everything, And now Kikis, with this Sheen here, can start bursting down sOAZ.
This is a big turnaround for Fnatic for sure. Kikis feels that he can fight with Transcendent Blades, Flash Burn, sOAZ. He's oh so low, but Hybrid tags in. Ding ding, ring the bell, and Kikis gets his bell rung.
Just like last game, Pyra, Kikis tries the all-in, and suddenly Origen's bot lane shows up. Kikis, my friend, you are a little bit too greedy. When the enemy bot lane's been missing for quite some time, there's a very high chance they're swapping around because they don't want a 2v2 lane against the Karma Sivir. And he falls for it again. Last time at least he got a kill.
Fast way back to base, man. It's all right. Let's take a look at this. Hybrid's way too low to make this play.
Setting up the trap, Origen in their mind, they have the Gangplank ulti and Amazing up there. But with Spirit showing up, and Hybrid being very low as well, like before this fight even started, they're able to turn around. Look, Spirit just trying to block the body slam. YellowStar is not really joining in just yet, and gets the slam.
Yeah, Spirit was out for blood, man. Look at that. Insta-flash follow.
Great start, though.
Back to the mid lane, though. We have not talked enough about the Cogma.
They just push each other. They do nothing else. We're waiting for
the
PowerOfEvil.
Stack the tiers.
Stack the tier, get his first damage item, and then you can start seeing Origen poking the mid game.
YellowStar's a little far off the map right now. He's going to have to... Well, he has flash, but he hasn't used it. He might die. And there we go. Hybrid picks him up.
Huh, why was he there?
I do not know.
Okay. Actually, he's just like a few seconds ahead of the play. Normally, you would have your jungler with you when you invade in there to set it up.
Yeah, he got the vision down, but it was like, oh, I'm kind of trapped. And now there's a Cannon Barrage. Rekkles is going to have to pop on the hunt to get a little speed boost through it. Peke was hot on his heels with Hybrid in tow.
Yeah, so basically before, YellowStar was expecting to just set up free vision and have his junglers back up, but they were a little bit out of sync. So he ends up getting caught out. He had already pushed the bot lane first.
Some of the same sync issues that we were seeing in game number 1.
Sure. Definitely true.
It's definitely looks a lot better for Fnatic, though. I mean, this game is definitely looking
51,
way cleaner for them.
52 CS Rumble against 27 on Amazing. 2 levels above him, because Amazing has been trying to gank early, not been able to get anything from the ganks. And Spirit has just been stealing away everything, and then Spirit has been able to execute counter ganks.
And to follow up, chase those kills. So the Rumble's not doing too bad right now. We'll give Febiven a well-cooked blue buff. Back to lane he'll go. Everything else fairly even. Although the CS for PeKe and Rekkles has really started to be quite a disparity here. Even if the items look similar, all you need to do is take a look at some of the gold difference. It's not too high different though for Rekkles, but he's about to pick up a little bit more of it. You can see them moving down to the bottom turret as Kikis and sOAZ still up in the top. We've had laners swapping around quite a lot this series.
Definitely so, and I'm still expecting Rekkles to come in early on for our dear friend in mid lane. So we go like Seraph, Rekkles. I don't think he needs Morello in this game specifically. And then like that's your 2 core items, fully stacked tier, upgrade to Seraph, and then a Rekkles. That's like your core. So when you hit that in the mid game, as PowerOfEvil, you're gonna be strong, obviously, but you need to be able to set up the siege. And the problem is if Fnatic have like full map control because Kikis is winning one side lane and Spirit is in the enemy jungle, setting up the siege means you're gonna get flanked every single time.
Well, and if he gets caught by Febiven, it's gonna be lights out. I mean, he's got his Dasher Tooth already. It's getting really ridiculous. You can see that poke from the soldiers coming around. He looks for the shuffle. He's not gonna find it. Actually pushes just some minions back, and he goes for PowerOfEvil, but suddenly Spirit comes in around the side, tanking an Ash Arrow. And Amazing decides to try his luck again, but that may be a mistake. Has to throw the big barrel to disengage.
I think Amazing can do to match the damage of Spirit down in levels and also...
Oh, that ward! Not worth! Woohoo! Close call for Amazing.
Rekkles is going against PeKe.
Oh, he's found PeKe. There's the Cannon Barrage, but on the hunt's pop. Summoner heal. The 80 carry duel, and YellowStar comes to even the odds and steal the kill.
Fnatic looking much better in the early game. They're able to punish Origen again and again and again for having a lot of scaling but very little power early on. Gangplank scaling, PowerOfEvil scaling, Amazing scaling.
And goodbye, power. There's not much surprise in that, Acathian. Amazing looks to come around the side again. He will find Spirit, the body slam. They turn it into a Glacial Fissure, but Spirit boils him down. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Febiven looking for more as the exhaust finishes channeling. Transcendent Blades flashing forward. Hybrid, the double kill for Febi.
Everything is falling apart now, Pyra. Origen have so much scaling in the lineup, but no time at all. Fnatic just force plays on them again and again and again.
What?
Spirit is part of everything.
Early game, though, Deficio. This is going to be a tower now, or close enough to it, as the minions are running a little bit short. Hawkshot spies it out, but not much PeKe can do to prevent that damage from coming in. Rekkles will clear some more waves. And Origen have got some work to do to climb back into this one.
Ooh, a lot of work to do. When you play poke comps and you fall behind early, it's so difficult for you to ever set up a siege, because whenever you do, the enemy team is strong enough to fight you.
Peke was bait here, but it was Origen that took it.
Yeah, this time Peke didn't manage to achieve anything. And after he went down, well, then they found amazing between two towers and PowerOfEvil as well. Probably very low here.
Yeah.
No flash.
Has Ghost, not even worth using. But
Spirit
he does.
Spirit is everywhere. Right now. He's doing whatever he wants.
Yeah. This jungle Rumble's worked out pretty well.
It's been great.
In all honesty.
Been great. I mean, he had the perfect start. He was against the Gragas, and he had a great early counter gank or set up around the tower, and then he had the counter gank on top side. So he's been getting everything.
Yeah, Fnatic definitely turning right around 180 degrees from their last game. And Origen have just been unable to match this pace right now. Dragon has not really been a consideration in this extremely bloody early game. But that regen could come in pretty handy.
Well, not if you fight all the time. You need to get out of combat.
You have to have some of those downtimes.
Maybe.
But in all honesty, for Fnatic, like, it's much more important to try and polish off these turrets. Remember, it's only 1-0 right now is all they've gotten, and that was just the bottom side. Like, we've had no objectives traded or anything. It's been kills.
Fight, fight, fight. It's been the motto of this game. Now we're the Fnatic around. Maybe talk about the 1-4 setup with this here. This mid tower is not going to survive for long, and PowerOfEvil is not going to be able to clear out the wave in time, because the wave is actually fairly slow as well. Like, he no longer just like spits out an E on the ground, like one-shots every minion. Needs a little bit more time. There we go. And then
let's wait till he gets a few more items before that starts to become reality. But Origen need to buy some time for themselves here. YellowStar and Spirit clear away the crab. They could set up for the Rift Herald right now, but last time it was not so good for them.
This time around, though, they have a Rumble who's really far ahead as early magic penetration as well. It's going to go proto build. I really like that on Rumble. Great item on him. If you set up Rift Herald now, just be ready to not finish the Rift Herald, but actually turn around and take the fight. Because it's going to be a poke composition walking towards you with a mid laner who has no flash. PowerOfEvil has no flash right now.
Origen are actually going to start this.
Origen started. Could be Rekkles on bottom side.
It's spotted.
It's still risky.
Not a lot of... I mean, Spirit has if he wants the equalizer, and he does, Amazing is isolated. He's going to have to body slam over. One ultimate stops the Herald from even being considered.
And these teams need to stop rushing 5-man Rift Herald.
Whenever
you go 5-man Rift Herald, then the other team can also just commit to it, because you're obviously not putting pressure on the man. Normally it's more like, oh, we put pressure bot side, they have to send guys to defend bot, then we take Rift Herald with like top lane and jungler, and we're like, look, we're playing two sides of the map.
Yeah.
If you 5-man rush it...
Uh-oh.
Oh, let's see, Peke?
Kikis. Okay, Peke wised up a little bit there.
It.
Yeah. I knew it, guys. There was something in that rush.
Alright, what else we got here, Pyro? Fnatic is looking to just keep team fighting in this game here. Keep playing all three lanes. 80 carry sitting on bot side. Azir sitting mid, and then whenever you push out the bot side, you can just move the Sivir into mid lane and you put pressure on PowerOfEvil.
That's how you every
single time. Well, that's how you play against.
Keep on the back. Well, I mean, you get up right in outside of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
And just keep on taking it. So easily taken Ocean Drake. Peke trying to save his top tower here, but Fnatic with the gold boost, they've already accomplished. It's 5,000 in the lead. Just shy of 17 minutes into this game. That's pretty significant.
It is, definitely. Fnatic needs to keep wards behind the river as well. You can see 3 wards now. Enemy jungle and one in the mid lane. One in the mid lane. Because then Kikis actually has a way to get in here and start a fight with the Rumble ulti combined. And that's the key thing always when you play against poke comps. You always need vision behind them instead of flanks. We talk about the PowerOfEvil here. Rylai's coming in next.
Yeah, but on the other side, you know, Fnatic have a lot of speed to deal with, and Spirit's going to have even more because he's strapped on the jetpack finally. So, I mean, they've got Sivir, they've got Karma Inspire, they've got Spirit is able to speed himself up, they've got Febiven can shift stands, Kikis can dash in. There are so many gap closers on this team that will enable them to continually win these team fights. PowerOfEvil is not even going to be able to push on the Sun Disc.
That is definitely a thing to highlight. Origen picked the Braum over the Sivir, meaning they gave Fnatic Sivir Karma, and were then planning on playing a poke comp, or maybe they just changed because they saw Z in the end and weren't planning on playing poke at all in the start. Because that's a lot of mobility for Fnatic to try and close the gap towards Fighting amazing.
Oh, yeah, he wants to bail out of that one. Equalizer thrown down, he walks away from it. Spirit still on the chase. Proto belts forward, continues to boil him down. Will he have the damage? But Hybrid taps in. In goes the Glacial Fissure, and down goes Spirit. They stack the damage right as they need it.
PowerOfEvil able to pick up the kill, get some extra bonus damage for himself. Very, very important for Origen that he gets rolling in this game. Jumping sOAZ.
Speaking of rolling, oh, the barrel deny. Okay, Kikis, no fear there.
Spirit a little bit too eager. Once you get tagged by Braum, respect it. Step out, you're starting in Gangplank ulti.
Yeah.
But still, Fnatic in full control. And sOAZ going for the same build.
Okay, Rekkles steps up. He denies the Winter's Bite. Fnatic's taking a lot away from this jungle here. Amazing. Will he be able to get the smite on? Ooh, he does! He grabs his blue buff back, and YellowStar's now on the run from the Living Artillery. Fnatic going a little deep into Origen territory.
PowerOfEvil needs more time, though. He needs a few more minutes. He needs at least a second item completed. This is a setup from Fnatic. This is where if you don't join as a top lane, at the end of the top lane, it's a Gangplank. So he will have a bit more value in these cross-map fights with his ulti. Very ambitious going for their Rumble ulti, and then Amazing steps away, and this is where Spirit gets attacked by Hybrid. And he's not able to get out. Honestly, he just got chain CC'd. As arrow into stun from the Braum.
And critical that Power got that gold as well.
Oh, super important.
It's really big for him right now.
They're still really far behind, but it's basically the way back in the game is get a mega fit poke machine. Vomits all over the place. It's kind of gross.
Just a little bit. Don't knock it if it works, Deficio.
Sure, yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, Origen, you know, close to the 20-minute mark here. They've still got a lot of time they need to buy before they can get back into this game in earnest, but it will all be on PowerOfEvil to see if they can get this poke comp working. Baron's hitting the rift.
And if you are Fnatic, you can actually start early Barons. Again, not to necessarily finish the Baron, but just to force Origen into a fight when they're not strong enough.
It's a classic Fnatic move, too.
It is a classic Fnatic. They have full vision around it, so they can definitely start it.
Well, and they've got a Azir who's done pretty solid, finished a pretty early, well, I'd say just about on time Nashor, too. And yeah, Spirit can burn things down. I mean, is this what Fnatic are going to do? They've got a lot of vision surrounded here, but you have to think Origen are wise to this. They're right around the back of the pit.
Yeah, but it's not even about Origen knowing it's happening. Like, Fnatic almost wants Origen to know. So Origen is moving in to stop it.
Force a team fight.
And then you get a team fight in the river with a Rumble ulti, and you get a TP behind from Kikis. That's a perfect setup for Fnatic. If you get Origen down in this river, away from sieging turrets, perfect. Because I poke comp that doesn't get to poke first, well, not really that effective. Keep in mind again, PowerOfEvil needs targets to be low to get the bonus damage.
That's true.
That is where he can shine. If he has to start from 100% all the way down, it takes some time.
xPeke just keeps on the side lane duty for now. It's actually settled just a little bit. Still taking some time before they want to decide to make the moves. Fnatic, you mentioned the early game, you know, it's okay if they don't maybe make the biggest plays early on, but Origen, they're much more happy about that, and Fnatic have really been taking it to them again. They're not as heedlessly aggressive this game, though. That's really what's changed.
Yeah.
With the exception of Spirit going a little too deep.
Well, I mean, once he got double CC'd as well. So
he learned.
Yeah, he learned. But I like Kikis as well. He's actually changing his build path a little bit. He's not going double damage item because he's actually not investing into the split pushing. He knows this game is going to be won through team fighting if you're Fnatic, and through stopping Origen when they're setting up the siege and just engaging onto them with TP flanks from him. He's actually starting to build tank now to be stronger in the fight and just be able to survive, because there's so much damage when you have Rumble in the jungle. Febiven, as you got tons of damage. You don't need to really have damage.
Uh-oh. Rekkles is surrounded right now. He does get the spell shield on, but he's not going to be able to get away from this teleport. He is pinballed back and forth, but in comes YellowStar. Rekkles is actually still alive, and Kikis did get the flank around the backside. Hybrid, they turn to him, but he's able to jump behind xPeke. Amazing is going to body slam out of harm's way. They chase him down. Kikis gets the finisher, and now Amazing will fall as well. A double kill to the Aurelia. Origen got to be kicking themselves after they couldn't finish off Rekkles.
I think Amazing also managed to miss his flash there in the end, so didn't get all the damage. I'm not sure it would have been enough, but Rekkles stayed alive. Baron is on the menu. PowerOfEvil is not ready to stop it just yet.
15 seconds till Amazing comes back up. They can do this, and Kikis has actually stopped xPeke. Oh no, can't face check that brush. PowerOfEvil, they turn it onto him, and sOAZ, who flashes away. Will be round 2 on the Baron. It's starting to look like it.
Well, now Amazing is alive. sOAZ is running. Oh, he's in the mid lane, sorry. Amazing is running from base. They're starting it.
All right.
They don't really have anyone who can
They've got damage.
They want to fight here because Kikis is not even in the Baron pit. They're hoping for Origen to run down the river.
This is starting to get into dangerously low territory. Gangplank barrels are being popped. There's still one sitting around there, actually. They can get this one.
They can finish it.
Fnatic, can they get the job? It's stolen by sOAZ! Are you kidding me?
How? sOAZ steals it. Amazing was still running. He wasn't even there. We can't even criticize the call. It was the correct one from Fnatic. They were supposed to just smite it, take it, leave the area. Origen, they're not dead yet. 2 items now for PowerOfEvil. Baron buff, gonna get a dragon. Yes, they're down in gold, but now you can start sieging and poking, because there's no TP from Kikis either. There's really no way for Fnatic to flank now.
Oh, but that does some wonders for your mentality. They get themselves a Baron steal, made it look easy, pick up a dragon. Let's take a look. Yeah, they didn't clear the barrel.
Could just hit it, hit the barrel.
And they were,
they hit it.
What a crit. Oh no, the smite was just out of range.
Everything went wrong for Fnatic there, and honestly, well, that's it.
There's the man on your screen. I mean, he didn't even have to do it.
No, he did nothing.
That feel when your top laner smites for you?
That feel when you have to give the barrel one hit. It wasn't even like he shot the first barrel and then placed the other one while the first one was like flying towards it in motion and like you couldn't stop it. It was right there in front of him.
Man, Fnatic got unlucky.
To be fair, could have just killed the barrel.
That's true. They could have stacked the odds in their favor. All right, 24 minutes in the game. Origen have gotten some life breathed into them. The gold lead is still at 4,000. But there's a little bit less than it was about 10 minutes ago. So Fnatic, who had a stellar early game, it started to peter off a little bit. And Origen have a chance now to deny them here. Get a little bit more map control back for themselves. Baron empowered minions for the next few minutes to be able to push back the Fnatic waves. And Fnatic have backed off.
Yeah, it might just slow down Fnatic. Wait for Baron buff to disappear, and then you can start being really aggressive. But even with Baron buff, Origen shouldn't be that much stronger. It's just great for now. Rekkles going for sOAZ.
Okay, on the hunt popped. In goes the cannon barrage. The barrels just clear them already. sOAZ is actually taking this fight right to them. Rekkles under tower. sOAZ with the 1v2. And he's going for more. YellowStar on the run now, and sOAZ makes the play happen.
The Fnatic bottom lane really want to chase down these kills here. Ran to melee range off the gangplank. sOAZ turns it around. He has early armor, has the Trinity Force and the Hysterics again, giving him so much extra power in these early duels. And Rekkles ran right into him.
And he ran right under tower.
Right in the
That's going to give, by the way, that's not just going to give up first tower. Rekkles not here to clear the waves away. They've got Baron empowerment. Origen are going to get a huge gold influx off of this.
What a massive collapse. If Origen ends up winning this game, Fnatic would have gone 0-4.
Still a chance for no ties.
In this week. Still a chance for no ties in the LCS this week.
Origen are on a roll right now.
It is rare you see a top team collapse like this. I'm not talking about just this moment, just overall for Fnatic with the last game in mind, how they lost to Splice. Now gold is almost dead even. We keep talking about PowerOfEvil getting more and more items, but he's not even been involved in the last few things.
Origen haven't even spent this gold yet. They've been all array on the map. They picked up 3 towers as well as Rekkles. They get to back and spend that gold. Oh, this is just going from bad to ugh if you're Fnatic.
Definitely not great when you're 2v1 ganking the enemy top laner. You run into the enemy top laner, who then turns around.
I said, wait a minute, I've got Hysterics gauge.
Yeah, and also,
I'm game playing.
The guy just got a reset on his passive, which does a ton of damage.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about this on PowerOfEvil, because this is something that I thought would be really nasty if it comes out. The Haunting Guise is finished.
Yeah.
Liandry's Torment Kog'Maw
right now for him,
gross.
yeah, right now it's not the biggest spike, just sitting on Haunting Guise, because flat magic penetration this late in the game.
No, but theory craft with me.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because once he gets Liandry's, it's a big power spike. It's just right now, it's not going to be that important because there's enough MR on the side of Fnatic to not make it matter. But Liandry's will be huge for him. Right now, he's sitting on only 300 gold, so he's a little bit out, a little bit away from it, or he's missing.
Still, you can see that Origen are spending this hard-earned gold for themselves. And as it's gone 27 minutes into this game, that gold lead has been cut down to just a smidgen over 1,000. It does not mean really much difference. You're even on dragons, you're even on towers. Origen, though, they're the ones playing with momentum.
And it's not even the goal, only the goal lead. It's also the fact that Fnatic had control of the entire map. So Origen could never group, because if they ever group, they would get TP flanked and Rumble ulted in the face, and Fnatic had enough ways to start a fight. But because Fnatic, now look at your minimap, guys. Fnatic has one ward placed in a tri-push past the river. That's on top side, and that is it. And no one cares about that ward right now.
There's no Baron for 2 minutes.
So, right now, Fnatic would have no way of actually TPing in behind Origen to stop a potential siege. So suddenly now your composition will lack hard engage. And that is one of the big things for the next few minutes, is how Origen suddenly have much more control of the map. They're not afraid of Fnatic pushing multiple lanes at the same time, because we just reset the entire game.
And it's all stemmed from answering a couple of Fnatic bad decisions. Origen now are stacking so heavily up on this top side. No more Baron buff. I mean, it's true, but it doesn't matter.
Again, going Baron was the correct call. The fact you didn't kill the barrel and then missed your smite was what made it terrible.
Little bad decisions, not bad calling.
No,
I mean, Rekkles getting caught up in the top opened up a lot of possibilities.
That was bad. Fair enough, that was bad.
But I mean, look at this. You've got YellowStar and Rekkles here to push away the wave, but Origen are actually kind of deathballing this into the 4-1 with sOAZ down on the bottom side. Really no answer here available from Fnatic. Another 25 seconds, there'll be another Ocean Drake up and available.
And that's what I talk about, Pirate. Because Fnatic now have no map control at all, Origen are not afraid moving around the map as they want. Because they know no one can appear behind them. They're not randomly going to be Kikis, almost one-shotting your mid laner.
Yeah, you negate this Aurelia, who, by the way, was doing a huge chunk of the early game damage.
Ooh, yeah, now Origen is getting into late game territory. sOAZ, great scaling. Amazing, great scaling. PowerOfEvil, great scaling.
No kidding.
Even the Ashe in the late game. Well, Sib is fantastic late game too, so it's not really the 80 carries.
Yeah, and you've got Azir. I mean, like, but the mid-game teamfight was really what Fnatic were banking on. It looks like with this composition, and they're kind of running out of time to execute that.
Well, again, it's not like Fnatic can't win late game at all, because as you said, they have still like Sivir, Azir.
That's true.
But it just becomes much harder for them.
Okay.
And like one missed teamfight where they don't take down PowerOfEvil in time or PeK in time, well then suddenly Origen turns it around. Kikis is trying to see if he can find the flank.
sOAZ is going to find Kikis, actually. Now, the rest of Origen have to be really careful here as the 1v1 continues.
There's a big fight going on.
There is a big fight going on with the rest of the jungle. Looks like Origen have actually disengaged, and sOAZ can't fight Kikis just yet. Fnatic have actually fought Origen off, and they've got some deep wards now.
Yeah, getting to their rotation.
Oh, runs Baron.
They're rushing it. Origen's not moving yet. They're not even looking.
First.
They have 2 blue trinkets. Use one of them.
In goes the Ashe arrow. They spotted Spirit. He's stunned up for a second. Hybrid. Can Amazing get in time? I don't think so. No, it's smited. And Spirit secures the Baron. Fnatic take advantage of Origen being way too far out to contest.
Well, PeK had blue trinket ready. Not sure if Hawkshot was on cooldown, but there's a lot of ways for Origen to check that Baron. As soon as they see Fnatic out of vision, you pop down the blue trinket at least. Did it way too late. Fnatic gets the Baron this time around. My voice is disappearing. It's been a long week.
Oh, no kidding, man.
Dragon though for Origen, so they get a little bit.
So they got some more regen now. That's the last of the Ocean Drakes we'll see. I mean, with 31 minutes in, they've been Barons going back and forth, but Fnatic started both of these ones. They finally secured this one. And how Amazing was not in the area to smite. And by the way, we won't see any other Elemental Drakes. It's all water here.
So
with the Elder coming up next.
With their Kikis change here in his build as well, he's actually much more focused now on trying to take down sOAZ. Because he has the blade, because sOAZ is building fairly tanky. He also went for armor early. 1 for team fighting, 2 because obviously sOAZ will deal physical damage, and he realized before he couldn't burst him down because of Sterix. He's like, okay, no Ghost Blade. I'm gonna take longer team fights where I can actually, or longer 1v1s where I have armor and more lifesteal than what the Ghost Blade offered. So he's actually adapting, and he was able to win the 1v1 before, and it is important because it still gives Fnatic pressure in that side lane, knowing Kikis is stronger. But teamfight is gonna be the big one. We still really haven't seen PowerOfEvil enter this game. He picked up 1 kill, and that's been about it.
Yeah, he's working his way to some really scary items, but it's going to be a little while. Wait to see he finishes that Leandry's Torment, then what comes up next. Rekkles moving now for this tower. They've got a lot of push, a lot of clear, and there's no way sOAZ can really contest this. Fnatic are trying to make the most out of their Baron buff. 1 tower will fall. 4-4 still. Remember, it's worth noting, 4,000 gold now, the lead for Fnatic on the money. And it just has swung back in their favor. PeK sends out the Ashe arrow. Not going to connect. Febiven under the relative safety of his Sun Disc.
Yeah, there's no cleanse or
Kikis going a long way up the top, by the way.
USS for Febiven, though. If Febiven does get hit,
side push that one out.
Go for it, but this is Kikis.
Okay. Oh, there's a good equalizer to try and force him off the tower, but they're going to answer right with the cannon barrage, and the wave just evaporates.
Ulti versus ulti. One to zone you away, one to zone you away, and no one gets the tower.
Everyone gets zoned away.
Yeah, no one gets the tower.
It's the anti-fight.
It is still very low, Pyro, and that's 2 ultis gone now. Big ones for the next team fight.
You've got to keep away from those pointy spears.
Fnatic are still in a fine position to win this game, as we highlighted before. Even though it was even, you have Azir, you have Sivir.
Looking for that 4-1, and they're getting
Yeah, you can still, and you have now
get what they want.
Aurelia winning, so you can definitely still snowball this game.
And this is so dangerous for Origen now because there's still that threat of the deep wards flanking them in the following fights. But Origen for now are clumping underneath this base Spirit, or underneath this tower, I should say. Spirit and Kikis are here. The rest of Fnatic a little farther behind. The arrow comes in. Kikis, will he go down in this? The Glacial Fissure, they pop him every which way, and they will finally shred through that armor and take down the Aurelia. That's 55 seconds to go.
Fnatic just left the weakest member behind as soon as Kikis got caught. Arrow straight at him, and now Origen picks up 1 kill. Say the weakest member, he's actually been one of the strongest, but he was man left behind sOAZ.
Oh, he's looking for more. Speaking of weak, oh, Rekkles, no! He's going way too low. The boomerang blade's not enough, and sOAZ dips, ducks, dives, and dodges, and picks up a kill.
sOAZ has been doing a good job, especially when he's been fighting Rekkles. It's been like a counter to Rekkles in this game here. Chases him down, gets the slow from the Randuins. Cannot slow shield
Kill
that
traded though. I mean, Fnatic have 2 members down for the moment. Origen can start to push on. There is a very juicy looking tower that Fnatic are scrambling to defend, but this is way too late.
Now you move in your cannon here in PowerOfEvil. In case someone wants to try and defend, well, he's going to poke you down.
Oh, they have such a big minion wave too. They throw down a preemptive cannon barrage, leading the way for the minions. YellowStar, the arrow, it's going to be dodged out, but Kikis, Spirit, Febiven are all here. There's a big equalizer going to land on 3 members. PeKe, sOAZ, power a little bit charred. And Fnatic do not have enough chase here. Kikis is going to try his damnedest, but it's not going to amount.
But again, no wards right behind Origen, so no real way for Kikis to join the fight here. Good disengage. You got a lot of slows coming in from Amazing, from PowerOfEvil, Hybrid. A lot of guys who can slow you down if you're running head first at Origen's comp.
There's deep wards to teleport on here if they really want to take this one, but Origen, oh, they're going to go right for the death brushing. Kikis is going to wander right on into it. Blade surges, flashes, blade surges again over to another minion, and he's out.
All right, he's quick. He's quick. Got out. Had to use the flash. Origen setting up.
Oh, he's lucky he killed that minion, man. He needed all 3 of those.
Yeah, he needed a reset to get out. Sivir is bottom lane. Fnatic, you cannot invade the jungle. You AD carries in the bottom lane. You gotta be careful.
And there's a teleport coming in mid right now. This is going to be sOAZ coming in back to clear the wave. And he looks for YellowStar, actually. Okay, the tether's on. And he's out.
That was a letdown.
And now Kikis. Okay. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I don't know why Fnatic stayed. Because the AD carry was bot lane.
Clearly all not on the same page right now. Kikis is trying to run out of harm's way, and he's going to dash over to sOAZ, try to run out of danger. The slime, everything's slowing him down. He's stunned up by Brahmin. Amazing claims the kill. Fnatic are going to try damage control mode. sOAZ is tanking in the front line as YellowStar picks up Amazing. They shut down the gangplank, and it's a 2-for-1, maybe more. Ooh. Double kill for Spirit. Febiven pushes him right back in for the double, and that's going to be the ace.
Oh, it looks so risky at first, Pyro, but then they managed to turn it around. Great team fight from Fnatic. All of a sudden, Febiven the hero in the end with the double kill. They're trying to end the game.
There's way too much time on everybody. Hybrid's the next one to come up is 25 seconds. Fnatic, just like that, they were in the right place, the right time. 36.5 minutes into this game.
Fnatic turn it around after losing the Baron. They managed to get back into this game, had some even fights.
What a crazy game, 37 minutes. Fnatic, they tie the series to close out week 8.
Man, that was a back and forth game here. Fnatic were winning, they were stomping Origen. Lost the Baron, dead even in gold, but then Fnatic